When we're born, we don't come in with a user's manual. So life can be really difficult to try to figure out sometimes. I'm Mike Gardino with GardinoLifeCoaching.com, and I'm here and committed to helping you live the life you deserve. I want to help remove those roadblocks from the life that you have so that you can move on to the life that you deserve. Well, sometimes life just throws us curveballs, and it can really just bum us out. Like, why does this keep happening? What am I doing wrong? And just get bummed out and don't know what to do. We don't know how to move on from those things. We're like, why do these things keep happening to me? Well, sometimes it's out of our control. Sometimes it's just life that gets in the way. We can plan a perfect picnic at a beach or at a park, or going to somebody's house and it's picked out a great day, all the food's just perfect, and then it rains. It just pours down rain, and it ruins the day. Well, oh Lord, have mercy. How can this happen? Everything was all planned out. The weather forecast was supposed to be good, and it rained. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. Mother Nature's going to rain, it's going to rain. And so you got to realize when things are outside of our control, I can say this is easy to say, but to not let it bother us, because the things are out of our control. When we sit there and we harp on them, they can really bring us down. But realizing those things are outside of our control, there's nothing we can do. We can't stop the rain from happening. We can't stop somebody sometimes for doing the things that they do to make us angry or whatever. So all we can do is control ourselves. But there are lots of things that we do control. And those are the things that we need to focus on. Those are the things that we can be bummed out because we make mistakes. We got to figure out what we did wrong. And that's, the secret, being self-aware. A lot of times people pick the wrong mate, pick the wrong man to get married, or pick the wrong woman to get married with. Sometimes people pick the wrong job. You didn't do enough due diligence to figure out what the company was really going to be like, whether you fit in the culture or not. Sometimes we make mistakes where we picked the wrong friend. We thought they were this way, but they ended up, they do this or they believe in that we don't quite agree with, so on and so forth. So, those are the things that we can control when we make those decisions to be with that person or take that job or get married to that person. Those are things that we can control. Another big one is procrastination. I think we're all guilty of this, me included. I know there are lots of things that I still procrastinate to this day. I keep putting off and putting off. Well, then a lot of times they'll come back to bite me. I'll be late on something, make somebody upset because I didn't do this in a timely fashion. Then I get upset at myself for that. Well, that's something I obviously could have controlled and just done right away. So I really try hard nowadays, if I can, is when I know I have something to do, is try to do it right then and there and get it over with, because it'll slip my mind. But procrastination is a huge one that gets us into a lot of trouble. We decide not to pay bills. We decide we're not going to make the phone call to somebody, and then we're late, or we make somebody upset, or God forbid we have to pay additional fees for something because we're late on something. So learn to get past that procrastination thing. And sometimes it's just not paying attention in life. We get so focused on where we're going here, where we're going there, and we're just not paying attention. We're just living day to day and not looking at the long term and seeing what's going to happen to us. So you got to pay attention in life and take your life in the right direction. Otherwise, you're going to hit these road bumps constantly. Okay, the two ways to kind of avoid this, of the items that we can control. Remember, there are lots of things out there that we just can't control, so we're not going to worry about those things. We have enough to worry about the things that we can control. So the first thing is being self-aware. And this sounds so easy, I can just be, know what I'm doing, but most people, the vast majority of people, are not self-aware. We don't pay attention to anything that we do. We think we're always right. We never make mistakes. We do this, we do that. And if you could watch a movie of yourself and see what you really do, you'd be shocked. I think we would all be shocked, me included. So the first step is to learn how to be self-aware. Kind of take yourself out of the scene and look at what's going on and see yourself in a true light and see what you're doing, what you're saying to other people. And that'll be very, very helpful in how to move forward in a better positive direction. And then the second one is to really think before you decide. You know, we make decisions. We make hundreds and hundreds of decisions every day. Some of them are very trivial. Some of them are not. But before you make substantial decisions, you need to think. Think about what you're doing, why you're doing it, the reasons, and what's the impact of all of it. And we make smart choices. So before you get married, let's say, that you're making sure that that person is the right person for you. Not just because of convenience, not because you're just falling in love. You need to make sure it's the right person. So make sure you decide. You know, before you decide, make sure you think about it. Make sure you're in agreement with it. All right, well, thanks for listening. This is Mike Gardina with Gardina Life Coaching, and if you please would subscribe down below, I'd really appreciate that. And if you could, hit the like button if this episode touched you in any way. And if there's anything I can do to help you get past some of those roadblocks, please give me a reach out at mike@gardinalifecoaching.com. Thank you.